Yo, what's going on with y'all, man? It's Keymajor back with another video for y'all today. Today we got some vintage R&B type of stuff, some Brent Faiyaz, Party Next Door type of vibes. So you guys heard the preview in the beginning, and with that being said, let's get straight to it. So here we are on the FOP, and we're breaking down all the sounds I used, the processing, the effect chains, everything to get that same sound in your own sample. So this sample really has a couple phrases, vocals, and then a bass. So I started this whole sample with this phrase from Coding Files V3 with me and Keyon, and I picked this one right here. And that obviously does not sound nothing close to the first layer that we have right here. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I flipped into that. So the first thing I did is I reversed the phrase into this. And I didn't like how the second half sounded, so what I did is I highlighted it over here, make unique, so it's its own phrase now. I could manipulate it without affecting the original one. Took off the reverse, and then I pitched this one up 200 cents, and then I pitched it down 400 cents with the pitch knob over here. I don't know why I used both, but I ended up just changing the pitch just so it could fit a different tone that I wanted, because I didn't like how the original phrase sounded in the second half. After that, I took this same phrase and I copied it down here. All I did is I pitched this one up 300 cents and then I pitched it down an octave so it had more of a lower tone and it could fit under the original phrase that I have on top. I also made it blend in more by using this fade in tool, so it's fading in, and I just turned the volume down with this little knob right here. So that fits a lot better. It kind of fades in when this part starts to fade out, and then it goes into the second half, which is also pretty simple. I have the original same phrase over here. I copied it over. All I did is I chopped it up into two parts, and then in between I added another two chops to, like I said earlier, blend them together, and I have everything be very harsh. And another thing I did is for the declicking mode, I have almost everything on smooth, so it has these little fade in and fade out automation on it, so you can see it's all blending well and nothing's clicking. And I just took this same phrase, this blue one right here, and I copied it over to the second half. Then I took this whole thing, copied it for the entire sample, and this was the main first layer that I had. That's how it sounded dry. Now with the effects, my whole goal was to give it that washed out chorus, flanger type of R&B sound, and also just kind of give it some ambience for everything to kind of blend well. So I just started by adding some reverb. I just turned the mix knob down, and I had this Schweppes EQ where I'm taking out a little bit of the mids, but I'm taking out most of the lows because I knew I wanted to add a bass later on in the sample. And like I said with the chorus, I added this fruity stock chorus, and then I added this fruity stock flanger and this EQ, cutting out all the lows, all the highs, giving it that filtered out sound. And last but not least, just a compressor compressing the entire sound. So yeah, now everything's a lot more washed up with some chorus and flanger, and it all just blends in a lot better. After that, I went back into Coding Files V3 and I went to the phrases and I selected this one. And this phrase already sounded really good. It gave me a lot of ideas, and it was really easy to just drag and drop because it's already synced to the tempo, and it was really easy to just blend in with the sample. I just had to put it in key, and I just pitched it up an octave and I reversed it. And that's just a phrase coming straight out the kit. So these phrases are really made to help inspire you guys and add to your samples, add layers, and spark new ideas. And it's really easy to just drag and drop, use, and just start a beat or a sample with these phrases. If you guys do want these sounds and you do want an early version of Coding Files V3 with me and Keyon, first link in the description. I have the demo available, limited time only until the kit comes out May 25th. So go to the first link in the description, cop that free demo. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. But getting back to the video, on top of this phrase, the effects I added were very simple. I just had, again, that fruity flanger type of sound, this OTT, which I believe is a free compressor type of plugin, Pancake, which is a free panning plugin, and just a stock EQ filtering out the sound, giving it that same sort of effect chain as I did in the first sound, the first phrase. So the effects just really help it blend with the first phrase. But after that, I added this vocal. Now this vocal is from my new kit, Vocal Tapes 2.0, which is currently out now. I have a link to this in the description as well. It is on my website. But I went in here into the wet vocals, which have the processing and the effects already on them, and I selected this one right here. And as you can see right here, it has the key and BPM already labeled for you. So I just dragged it, I reversed it, pitched it up by 400, and this is how that sounded. With the effects on top, I added the same effects I did with the last sound. I just had the Fruity Flanger on here, and then I had this EQ filtering it out, OTT, a free compressor plugin, just really compressing it, and then Pancake, free panning plugin, same thing. Last but not least, I added the bass on this sample. The sample was already pretty much done. So I went into the looped one-shots inside of coding files, and I selected this burnout one. And as you can see, when I play it inside the Edison, it does not cut off. So the whole point about these looped one-shots is that inside this little red box, it basically has a perfect loop. So you could hold a note down the entire time, gonna constantly keep playing like a real synth. Plus in this little red area, we added a lot more modulation, effects, and just little textures and filters to give it some more movement, and not have the one-shot just be playing the same thing over and over. It has a little more texture to it. But this one had a lot of low end, so what I did is I dragged it in, and then I just played it at a very low octave so it could replicate a synth bass. For the effects, I just added this EQ to make the lows and the highs stand out a little more. That was pretty much it. I came up with this very simple arrangement on the master. All I had was this sound shifter, pitching it up one, and I had this EQ just kind of cleaning it up a little bit, and then just this soft clipper making it a lot louder. I exported that, and then this is the final sample. So that's pretty much it for the sample. It's very easy to replicate this type of style with good sound selection using this kit especially. So like I said, if you guys want the demo version until the full kit drops May 25th, well, the first thing in the description down below, and we'll have the demo up there for free. Comes with 60 plus sounds, I believe. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed learning something new, if you guys did, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any more videos or live streams. With that being said, I appreciate you guys for all the support lately, and I'll see you guys in the next video.